Lasers by Lupe Fiasco. Wasalu Muhammad Jaco was born in Chicago, Illinois. After the success of The Cool, Lupe's fans wanted his next project, then titled We Are Lasers. He said it was done, but was being held up by Atlantic Records. His fans signed a petition with over 16,000 signatures and held a protest in front of the label. The hacker group Anonymous even got in, telling the label to give Lupe a release date or risk sensitive information being released. Then Atlantic gave him a release date for the newly titled Lasers. Lasers is Lupe Fiasco's third studio album and is a backronym which means love always shines every time, remember to shine. How do we feel about Lasers by Lupe Fiasco?
Lasers, man.
Yep.
Lupe Fiasco.
Yep.
I feel like I'm somewhat biased anytime it comes to... If I'm going to review a Lupe Fiasco album, I feel like people would agree with pretty much any of my reviews as far as Lupe goes. But with Lasers, I feel like I'm not necessarily the perfect person to critique this album.
Why do you think that?
Just because I actually enjoyed it for the most part.
You're not the only one.
I mean, you have Letting Go. And basically, if you guys remember, kind of like it said in the Bible, Lupe was kind of going through a real stressful point in his career. The label had shelved this album. Apparently, he had already finished Food and Liquor 2. I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. And then they wanted him to put this album out, but they wanted him to do commercial songs. He didn't want to do it. They did a protest. Anonymous got involved.
Yep, I remember
actually
that.
Got him a release date. And he obviously was really depressed. He pretty much talks about it in Letting Go. That's pretty much what he's talking about. And he's talking about the depression. He's talking about, wanting to let go of it and just the stress of it. And he's got the distortion on his voice and everything. I actually like that song.
I love it.
Yeah. Words I Never Said. Fucking love it. Love Skylar Grey. You can't go wrong with Skylar Grey. She knows how to put a lot of emotion into a little bit of words. Till I Get There. I actually like that. He's pretty much just talking about how the industry treats people like machines in a sense.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I Don't Want to Care Right Now. I think that song is completely underrated. Lupe took a straight pop song and flipped it and killed it. Yeah. Like lyrically, he is playing with that joint. Yeah. I love the speed of the rap and all of that. Out of My Head with Trey Songz, I like the song. It's actually it's one of his doper female songs. The Show Goes On, one of my favorite Lupe Fiasco songs he's made. Period. Coming Up, it's cool. It's cool. It's not a bad song. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like
ways?
Huh?
You gonna skip over 2 ways? Beautiful Lasers?
Oh shit, my bad. You want to talk about him talking about depression? I mean, he's pretty much talking about like suicidal thoughts and shit in Beautiful Lasers. And I love the idea, like, his heart been dead for a while, yours been the one keeping me alive. Like that line is just so deep. There's only 2 ways out of here. One is through the door, the other is through me.
Yep.
Nobody wins when it's me against me. One of us ain't gonna survive. Like that's some deep shit talked about in that song.
Right.
But Coming Up is a cool song. State Runs Radio. It's like it's good and bad at the same time.
The
like
hook.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know, like,
because the bars is good. I feel like he was.
I don't feel like, what? I honestly felt like on this album, lyrically, Lupe wasn't trying. Like he wasn't really killing it.
But he still.
He was. Yeah, I mean, he was still. Yeah, he still got the flow. He's still playing around. He's got some dope bars here and there. But overall, like compared to his other albums, like this ain't like the lyrical attack Lupe Fiasco. You know what I'm saying? Break the Chains is cool. The beat. I'm not really a huge fan of the techno shit. All Black Everything is cool. It's a nice thought. And Never Forget You. I thought that was cool. He's just kind of just talking about the memories and like all the memories that are attached to hip hop and growing up where he came from in Chicago.
Right.
And I thought that was dope. And then I'm Beaming on My Joint is a bonus song. I don't know why that wasn't on the album.
It should have been on there. Yeah. But it was out for a while before Lasers, so that's why. Yeah,
I remember he put the video out of himself. He shot the video himself.
Yep. Great video.
Yeah. But like I said, I'm Lupe Fiasco bias. Shoot me. I'm gonna give it a B-. I think it's dope.
That's not biased. That's pretty good.
You just made the list.
I agree with that because it's not a grade. I mean, you know, I had to take myself back into this time, and I remember all the fan protests that were going on and everything. There was a popular blogs site I used to follow. I think it was the Lupe N blog. I don't know if you remember that at all, but it was this popular blog, and they were always they were organized everything and everything like that. And I remember how they had a whole bunch of fans to go raid Atlantic, and they got the guy to come out. He was playing the single. Yeah. So I remember how much of the
Lupe
impact.
dropped Building Minds Faster.
Yeah. So
Great song, by the way.
I remember how much impact this had on the fans. So when I played the album, I was pleased. You know, I would say Letting Go, just to hear Sarah Green again. Yo, Lupe and Sarah Green is just a powerhouse.
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing I missed about the old F&F. They had a whole
Gemstone
crew,
too, man. Gemini.
Just that whole crew, man. Words I Never Said, like you said, him and Skylar Gray put on a powerhouse show.
Alex the Kid on the beat. Killed it.
And just like everything, I even remember the video. The video was crazy. How Lupe got all fighting and everything like that. Yeah, that was so dope. Until I Get There, that's one of my favorite Lupe songs, just because of how you said it talks about the industry basically, but also it related a lot to the situation he was going through. I Don't Want to Care Right Now, yo, that song is just crazy. I call him Pooh Bear. I can't call him NDMA.
Yeah, that definitely was Pooh Bear.
And it's just like Pooh Bear, man. He kills anything with Lupe too, man. That's another thing. Out of My Head was a dope single with Trey Songz. The Show Goes On, that had to grow on me.
Really?
Because at first I didn't like it.
What?
But the more I listened to it, I'm like, yo, this song is dope. I'm just being honest. When it first came out, I wasn't loving it. It had to grow on me.
Weird.
Yeah, I know it's weird, but I enjoy the song now. Beautiful Lasers is one of my favorite Lupe songs because I remember before the album had even been spoken of, he had dropped a snippet of it, and I remember playing it over and over and over. And I know in the last year or two, he actually revealed that he wanted Chester Bennington, I think that's his last name, from Linkin Park, rest in peace. He wanted him to be on the hook, and I was like, yo, that would have been so dope. But I appreciate Pooh Bear on the hook. But like you said, coming up,
I don't think on Beautiful Lasers?
Yeah, he tweeted
that don't even
it.
sound like Pooh Bear.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay.
That's who MDMA is.
I mean, I know, but it don't sound like Pooh Bear.
It's him. He was mostly on the whole project. But yeah, coming up, State Run Radio and Break the Chain. I kind of felt like that was the so-so part of the album to me. You could hit or miss. Break the Chain, I like the kind of way he rapped on that beat because I believe him and Sway kind of just killed the beat. And All Black Everything, like you said, was a nice idea. Could have been executed a little better. I kind of didn't like the beat. It was kind of annoying to me at times. And Never Forget You was a cool way to close the album. But yeah, I gave it a B-. It's one of Lupe's most controversial projects, I guess you could say. But I also appreciated it because he took a situation and flipped it in his favor.
Didn't we get Front of the People around this time too? Like when they gave him the date, I feel like he gave us Front of the People.
I believe he did.
And
I
then
say
this came out like
time.
a couple months later.
Yeah.
Cause I bumped that shit. I still bump Front of the People.
Hell yeah. So yeah, I appreciate this album. I don't think it's the flop that people say it was or whatever like that. Or it was the sellout album like people try to say it was. No, this is a good Lupe album. He took a situation and turned it to his advantage.
Yeah, man. We gonna play this I Don't Want to Care right now, man. Cause I really don't want to care.
I'm not a choo-choo, I'm a turbo. Hate to pray to God that I turn slow. Like I'm sipping on purple, but I ain't on your glove. I'm in a whole nother circle, trying to keep it clean like church clothes. Said that respect was something I had to work for, but that ain't gonna work though. Get your respect but lose on my worth, no. You can dead that, hit a Hirsch go. Don't need 48, you find a killer in the first foe. It was me, boy, took a merch show was feeling out of place like Petty at the first though. So I left with a couple dozen fur coats. Said I could never break away from your
Little snippet.
Yeah.
Got to keep it short. See if we get tagged. I don't know, man.
We'll see.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Lupe Fiasco, man. Any music you drop right about now, I'll be happy to
Drop
see.
Droga's Waves.
Yeah, especially since it's already done, man.
Drop it.
I stopped caring until D1 said he heard the whole thing already. I was like, word, so that means it's sitting somewhere.
Drop it, man.
I've waited my whole life for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That and the cool too. But we ain't even gonna get on that subject.
No, come on, man. Don't even go into that, man. Yo, you looking for TV reviews, music reviews, movie reviews? Then check out the only reviews that matter, man.
Yeah, just hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notifications and stay tuned.